way this works, you get 3 minutes. I'm going to light you from right there, and then we're going to talk to you a little bit afterwards. I've pulled the first name of destiny. Are you guys ready to go? All right, your first comedian of the night. Make some noise for Josh Bloom.
All right, howdy. Oh boy, it is an honor to perform in this goth teen's bedroom. Good to be here. I'll tell you a little bit about me. My dad is Jewish and Italian. Yeah. You guys might not have been able to realize because, you know, my mom's an atheist. Yeah, you know, being black and growing up with a Jewish family, I didn't always understand what it meant to be Jewish, you know? I found out the way that a lot of young kids do. I saw my bald spot on the CVS security cam. It's like, oh, that's what that little hat's for. Okay. Yeah, I got that yarmulke same day shipment, dude. Right, be a man. Yeah, I do sometimes wonder what my life would be like if my mom was a Jewish one now. Because I feel like having a Jewish dad didn't change my life all that much, but we can all agree that the mother is the Jewier parent, right? I mean, a Jewish dad will say in a summer camp, a Jewish mom will breastfeed you till you're 30. I think that's why they pass religion down through the mother, you know? It's in that kosher titty milk, you know? Like, enough of Christ's blood. How about his baby formula, dude? Let's when I was a kid, people didn't often realize that my dad and I were related to each other. Yeah, I remember one time when I was a little kid, I was in the grocery store with my dad. And he was pushing me around in a cart while I was asleep, right? And out of nowhere, this lady comes up to him and accuses him of stealing a little black boy. Which you shouldn't do, by the way. I'm not entirely not on that side, you know. I just kind of wish he came with that energy about, though, I don't know, like 400 years ago. And I really could have used a Paula Revere back then, you know? Like, hey, the British are coming for your black ass. I'm just chilling, Toby. You gotta get the step up. And also, now this is the most important part, but my Italian Jewish family would never be stealing any little black boys, okay? Disrespect my heritage like that, right? As a matter of fact, let me tell you guys, so we're becoming friends right now, right? When my great-great-grandfather, Giuseppe Finkelstein, came to Ellis Island, he made sure to bring Irish slaves with him like a progressive, dude. Pick that cotton every top of the morning, bro. All right, that's it for me. Thank you very much.
So the way this works is the comedians get scored from 1 to 10, 1 being better luck next time. We still love you. 10 being the best, 5 is like kind of average. And then we're gonna go kind of in turn. Giuseppe? Come on. Spelled G-E-W, Seppi, I imagine. Giuseppe. I love it. I think you had good density. You did kind of get off stage a little early. You only did 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but the jokes were tight, and I liked them. I'm gonna give you a 6.5.
Josh, so funny. Yeah, you packed a lot into. Oh, there's a switch. Okay, see you good night. Where's the microphone? Great job. I'm gonna be the Paul Abdul of this panel, by the way. I'm gonna say mostly nice. I can't really be mean. It'll haunt me. Dude, yeah, I thought you were so funny. You did a lot. You packed a lot into the 3 minutes, and I love seeing people talk about like personal shit. So you talked about your parents and stuff like that. Great, I love that. I give you 7.5. Awesome shit.
7.5 and 6.5. Martin, what do you think?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be the Simon Cowell. So go fuck yourself. I thought it was very funny. I liked it. I thought it was all very well done. I also give it a 7.
Yeah. We should actually make a rule not to do decimal points, because then I have to do
then you have to do decimal math.
Let's do whole numbers, folks.
Okay.
Josh Bloom, guys, what is 7.5 plus 6.5?
14.
No way. Wow, you guys got it. All right, I'm very stupid. All right, with a score of 21, Josh is in the lead. Your next comedian. Coming to the stage is Jonathan Hughes.
So my name is Jonathan. I'm Chinese Cambodian, but during COVID I was only Cambodian. Yeah, it's interesting being Asian. I used to date a white girl, and it was cool. When I told my parents, they were pretty upset about it. My mom was upset. My dad was like, Nice. And she was cool. She was extremely white though. Like whenever we had any type of Asian food, she'd be like, "Hey, I just gotta say, thank you so much for sharing part of your culture." And I had to be like, "You're eating a sushi burrito." You gotta relax. I spent all day on Instagram today. Something I really don't like about Instagram, I think it's so lame when people repost the same photo multiple times. Because it's like, okay, we understand. That girl is missing. Just let it go. Me and my girlfriend, we've been using a vibrator in the bedroom. And yes, woo. It's cool. I don't like it that much. I feel very obsolete when we use it, you know? She's always like, you gotta think of yourselves as a duo. Dude, if we're a duo, the vibrator is Batman. And I'm Alfred the Butler. And I'm just on the side like, wow, look at him go. I just clean up after him. Help him recharge. Because he's the hero Gotham needs. Or else Gotham can't come. We need Gotham to come, or else Gotham's gonna find a new butler. My girlfriend, she's a little wild. She told me that the penis and the clit come from the same part of the body early in human development. So she said it's kind of like she has a tiny penis. And I said, please take that back. This is not the dirty talk I was looking for. In like a weird way though, it's kind of nice to hear because a lot of guys are insecure about their penis size. But like objectively, my penis, way bigger than my girlfriend's. It's not even close. Dude, hers is so small, I can't even find it. Alright, that's all I got. Thank you.
This was really one of the most feminist sets I think we've had in the history of the show. We're using a vibrator? Honey, she's using a vibrator. You're just fucking there. But, very dense set. You got some good fucking pops. I like it, kid. I'm going to give you a 7.
Yeah.
Clap for that score.
Yeah. That was great, bro. You were so confident. It really felt like I just watched like the middle of a longer set. You felt like you got into it really well. And yeah, you bounced around a lot and had a nice through line. I give you an 8.
Yeah, I thought it was very well done too. I enjoyed the Batman analogy. Really related to that one, but I also gave you an 8.
So 7 plus 8 plus 8. I'm stalling to do math in my head. 23. Let's do this together. In the lead is Jonathan Yoon. Our next comedian coming to the stage. Make some noise for Philadelphia's own Brendan Smith.
So guys, first things first, you should know I'm very awkward. I'm an awkward guy. I had an awkward encounter recently. I was hanging out with a girl, and she caught me staring, and she said, "Hey, my eyes are up here." Which is a crazy thing to say to me, because like, I'm autistic. I don't look anyone in the eyes. I had to tell her, not only am I not gonna make eye contact, I wasn't even looking at her boobs. I was just adding all the numbers on her t-shirt to see if there was a little like 9. Like I've never been formally tested for autism, but like Peter Dinklage was never formally tested for dwarfism, you know? You can eyeball some stuff. Like I don't call myself autistic, but during Autism Awareness Month, a lot of people do just hand me pamphlets. I don't know, it was a weird Autism Awareness Month too, because right in the middle of Autism Awareness Month, RFK Jr. did that speech where he went off against autistic people. Yeah, which is wild, because that dude had a brain worm, you know? Like I had a worm eating his brain. That's ridiculous. It's like the second worst thing that ever happened to a Kennedy's brain. I don't know. I've been trying to get out there though, it's hard. I'm 25, which I don't even look 25, I think. I think people, when they think 25, they think like cool, hip Gen Zer. and I just look like a Civil War soldier with Asperger's. Like, I look like a lumberjack who only cuts down even numbers of trees. Like, it's hard. I'm awkward. I have a speech impediment. I look like J.D. Vance. I was just living my life, and then this J.D. Vance dude showed up and looked like me. I feel like a dude in like the 20s who had a Hitler mustache, and then Hitler showed up. I don't know. The worst part is, like, I'm the exact opposite. Like, one of my best friends is trans, and they have it really hard because they live in like deep rural PA, so they have to deal with transphobic rednecks all the time. And I don't get transphobic rednecks. They don't make sense to me because, like, could you imagine being told you can't be something else by a dude who's dressed up like the Woods? Like, there are dudes in my town who are like, they're never gonna be a real woman. I'm like, you're never gonna be a tree, Dale. And apparently the word, because my friend's just like a hot, passable chick at this point, the word they're gonna get trapped, which is crazy. Like, trapped's a weird term for trans people. If I found out a hot girl I was with was trans, I wouldn't feel trapped. I'd feel the same way I do when I find extra fries at the bottom of the bag. I'd be like, oh, neat, I didn't know that was there. And then I'd put it in my mouth, you know? Like, it's not... that's all I got.
Guys, fantastic set. I mean, the laughs per minute were very high. I'm sure you know precisely how many laughs per minute. Dude, having Hitler's mustache before Hitler was so fucking good, and you guys did not give it nearly enough. That was an incredible joke. Incredible set, and you built momentum all the way through until a big pop at the end. Kid, you're getting an A. Great job.
That was fantastic, dude. One of my favorite sets I've seen. Is everyone gonna do bad today? That was so funny. Yeah, dude, you're great. That was my favorite trans joke I've ever heard. Usually I see a white guy doing it, and I go, oh, fuck, this is gonna be fucking bad. But you nailed it. It was so funny. I changed my score from an 8 to a 9, buddy.
Yeah, that was really good. You know, you've never been diagnosed with anything. I've never been diagnosed with anything. Yeah, we're the same guy, but no, I love the trans joke. The tree thing was incredible. I gave you an 8.
Alright, with a score of 20, 25? Are you sure you don't got a touch of the kid? 25, he's in the lead, it's Brendan Smith. Alright, your next comedian, all the way from Washington, D.C. Make some noise for Alex Castaigne!
Okay, good to be here. I'm having a weird year. My life is changing. My mom just got engaged. Woo! Yeah, okay, no claps at all. That's hilarious. No, you don't have, now it's fake. Everyone's like, we don't give a fuck about her at all. No, that's all. I didn't clap when she told me either. I didn't know they could do that. The guy she's getting married to is a substitute teacher. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine living a life where you are a stepfather and a substitute teacher? That's the same job. This guy does not clock out at all anymore. This man has devoted his life to filling in for someone that was supposed to be there. Now he's just stuck with kids calling him by his first name all day. Oh, me and those kids are like, play the movie, Greg. We're not learning from you. I feel bad for him, because remember how we used to treat subs? Yes, you didn't clap when I said his job title. Remember, I never thought about it, but now that I'm around this fucking dweeb all day, I see a void in his eyes. I'm like, oh yeah. Remember walking to the classroom, not seeing the teacher, just being like, I'm gonna act different. I don't know how he did that. Because my girlfriend's a teacher, a real one. She is. She is. She teaches art in an elementary school. And also sex ed in a studio apartment. That's me, bitch. What the fuck is up? have a lot to learn. She's been very patient with me. I like dating a teacher, but when I told my friends I was dating one, all of my guy friends said the same thing. All my friends were like, dude, you're going out with a teacher? Ugh, that's fucking hot. What a fantasy. I was like, I'm not a student. You know? That's the whole fantasy. You can't just be an adult and like, teachers. I want to fuck a teacher. Standing outside of the school like one of you will be chosen to make love with me. No, I'm just kidding. I do have a teacher fantasy now. My fantasy now is that she gets a fucking raise. That's it. That's the entire fantasy. She's very religious too, which is weird. Because I'm not very religious, you know? Like, I think if there was a gun to my head, what religion am I? Gun to my head, I'd probably say Christian, you know? Because I'm Jewish, but I'm not gonna fall. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
I also, guys, I do have a teacher fetish because they're public servants. They deserve more. Okay?
Yeah.
They do a lot. It was a great set. A little bit less dense. I only have to compare you to Brendan. He was a bit denser than you, but you built momentum the whole way through.
Wow, thank you.
And built up strength. And you're such a handsome kid. Look at you.
It means the world to me, man. That's why I'm here.
So handsome, this guy. Wow, look at that.
I walked in, I said, what a handsome guy.
What a handsome guy.
That's hilarious that nobody mentioned Trump. You're like, I want to do it. I want to do Trump.
I'm going to just sit here. I'm not going to do Trump.
I'm going to give you a number score, and it is how funny you are and how handsome you are.
Oh,
in
wow.
one score, folks. It's a 7.
Okay.
Alex, I think you're hilarious. Play the movie Greg is very, very funny.
Thanks.
That's awesome. I give you a 9. It was so funny.
Oh, wow. I love that story.
Like, full disclosure, I'm sleeping on this guy's
Oh, yeah, Martin's staying on the show. So, if this is a bad score and you like Kill Tony, see me after the show, because I'll slip you an address.
And I impact my judging. I gave you a fair score. Also, I fucking hate him anyway. Piece of shit.
You
But
know,
anyway, I give you a fucking 8.
Okay. Woo! I appreciate it, Martin.
I think it's a 23. Am I right? 24. Fucking dead. So we still got Brendan Smith in the lead with 25. Alex Castaigne is second with 24. And third is Jonathan Bune. But right now, folks, coming to stage. Make some noise for Soul!
Things up. I've been giving y'all fake numbers so I could get. Sorry, guys. Man, great to be here, guys. I love it here, bro. You guys can't find parking anywhere, bro. Fuck. I'm from Staten Island, and it's you can already hear the joke line right there. But I'm from Staten Island. We got parking, but that's because nobody wants to be there. So, yeah. Guys, we call it, I don't even remember me, I sneaked into the Kill Tony party and I took a selfie with you, bro. Yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah. You don't give a fuck, bro. But, you know, it's crazy because I'm Mexican, so, like, if I could sneak into this country, I could sneak in anywhere. So that's how I like it. Yeah, man, I also came from the South, bro, but South America. But yeah, I went to South America not too long ago. Went to Brazil for Carnival and also went to Peru. Fucking amazing, by the way. If you guys don't know, Peru is the culinary capital of South America, right? And it was my first time trying mad good food there, and it's my first time trying cuy. Does anybody know what cuy is? Guinea pig. Exactly. Damn, this girl is really cultural. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's guinea pig, which I didn't thought was weird. What I thought was weird is that they made me play with the guinea pig first. You know what I'm saying? And then they told me, they were like, for 10 extra soles, we'll let you name the guinea pig. I'm like, bro, Jerry's not gonna live through the night, bro. Yeah, I gave revenge to Tom that day. But yeah, Peru's amazing. It has really beautiful mountains. It reminded me when I was in Sweden. And I was looking around, holy fuck, it looks beautiful. It reminds me of in Sweden. And then I look on the floor and I see so much garbage. I'm like, fuck, I'm in Peru still. Yeah, it's okay to laugh if you guys don't want to be racist. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Muslim being bad at math. Yeah, so how are you like ever gonna like blow up the thing? Like I'm gonna blow up you. Yeah, guys. Anyways, I'm Mexican from Staten Island, which I feel like go hand in hand with one another. If you guys don't believe me, I'm gonna tell you. We call it, first of all, us Islanders are like the Mexicans of New York City because nobody wants us here. And two, I gotta cross the river to get here, so yeah. So you guys heard about the fucking Mexican boat, what do you call it, crashing into the Brooklyn Bridge? Yeah, sucks, right? That's how you know the Mexican tariffs are gonna go up more, so. And one more joke before I get out of here. What do you call it? Who's here from New York? Anybody here from New York? Yeah, give it up for you. Can I get a year in this house? Year! Love that shit, bro. I love being from New York, bro. But the only thing I don't love is the music we have for New York. Like, first of all, the song AC/DC has... Okay, let me just finish this one. I'm Mexican. I'm used to that thing where I don't belong. Yeah, go for it.
Alright, I guess this guy pays the rent now. Make some noise for Saul! Yeah! Alright. Saul, you made some mistakes there. Alright? You're like, I have one last joke, and then you sent it to the crowd. You're like, make some noise if you're from New York. Also, you said nice things about these two, and you made a joke about how I'm bad at math. You were just sucking Martin's dick. I'm sorry I'm not friends with Kill Tony. First of all, nobody mentioned that name in this house. This show has nothing to do with that dog shit.
You don't want to be friends with
Get him. All right. I don't know. You started off kind of slow, but the guinea pig shit was very funny, dude. I think you should have just next time you come up here, just do fucking straight up jokes the whole time because you can do it. That was very funny. If you can write one joke, you can write like infinity jokes, right? Arabs are good at math. That's the biggest number. But I'm gonna give you a 5 for this one, kids. But nice job.
Woo! Yes. Clap for Saul. Saul, what can I say? You're a certified cutie pie. I would love to sit on a park bench with you and blow bubbles. I think that would be like legit best Sunday ever. How long have you been doing it?
Like 2 years.
Oh yeah, dude. That's like no time. You'll be fine. Just keep doing it. I give you a 5 as well.
I remember you. Now, without you, we wouldn't have any of our scores. So we do appreciate that. Now, you have a lot of potential. It was, it was alright. So, yeah, straight 5.
The 30, by the way. The 30.
15! In last place is Saul. He's way in the back. He's not even close. Alright, your next comedian coming to the stage. That was too mean. Izzy Salhani!
What is up, Brooklyn? I just moved here. I met my roommate for the first time on Tinder. Turning a one-night stand into squatter's rights, baby. I'll pay that rent. My roommate knows I'm a huge stoner. She actually gets mad because I just sit around and smoke weed all day. She's like, dude, don't you have a life? And I'm like, I don't need a life. I have Mortal Kombat on my phone. Alright? I don't even need skill to play the game. I just sit there and tap my phone all day. It encourages me as I play. Every time I get a combo right. Excellent. Impressive. I want that voice to follow me around all the time, right? When I pay a bill on time, excellent. When I get a girl's phone number, impressive. When I'm driving down the street, someone cuts me off, finish it. I know I'm smoking too much weed and playing too many video games because the other day, I got behind the wheel of my car, don't judge me. I was still a little high. And this girl passed me on her bicycle. And on the back of her bicycle was a pizza slice bike reflector. And I promise you, New York, the very first thought in my brain was if I hit this girl with my car, I get to eat that pizza. It's not how manslaughter works. It's not like Pac-Man. Right? I know some of you are mad at me because you think I committed a DUI, but it turns out the car was parked the whole time. I'm really hoping this roommate is cooler than my last one, because my last one was getting back together with his ex-girlfriend, which I was in full support of. I just wanted them to do it at her place because the walls are thin. And it was the Midwest, so I had to be passive aggressive about it. So instead of confronting him, I was like, what is the most annoying video game by Soundscape? I said it on Mario Kart 8. I'm pretty sure the last thing you want to hear before you're about to have sex and before you're about to come is, woohoo, first place! It's stupid. Okay, I have like, what, a minute left? Alright, I'm queer. I wanted to get a master's in queerness. So I got a job at Home Depot. My boss found out I was a comedian and asked me to tell him a joke. I told him that joke and he didn't get it. I was like, dude, have you never been to the garden section? I don't even need Tinder, just hang out by the cacti, wait 10 seconds for a lesbian to walk over. Except, girl, you know, this thing lasts for life, so technically, I'm the housewarming present. Alright, I think that's it, right? Alright.
Damn, dude, when did lesbians start dressing like Chance the Rapper? The spirit of Demetrius Fields, I have to insult your appearance. You guys running around for the old one. Alright, but anyway. I liked your set. I like that you had like a little story in there, dude.
Oh, thank you.
About like hitting the lady on the bike, that's sick. Because it's 3 minutes, it's hard to like put together a story in that amount of time. You did lose some steam at the end, so I gotta dig you for that. I'm gonna give you a nice clean 7.
Cool.
Izzy, you are so funny. I will say, I mean this is a compliment, you look like the main character in a video game about being a barista. Like, if Macchiato 2K25 was a video game, you would be our default character. That was so funny though. Welcome to New York, by the way. You just moved here.
Thank you.
I thought it was very funny. I gave you a 7 as well.
Thank you.
That was good. I like the Mortal Kombat stuff. I get it at 6, but.
Alright, folks with a 20. She does not make the leaderboard, but what a great set. You guys ready for your next comedian? We're more than halfway through, folks. We're having fun? Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I explained this, but the top 3 at the end have to go back up and do 1 minute. And then the audience decides who's the winner. But really, God decides who's the winner. Anyway, guys, make some noise for your next comedian. It's Bennett!
I recently learned when you're dating here what's first base, second base, third base, and the home run. In India, the first base is looking at someone, and the second base is your wedding. Yeah. So my dad is gonna decide my wife. So every day I pray to God that my dad is an ass man. Yeah, in India, it's usually the dads who decide marriages. So whenever I see a hot woman, I just start flirting with her father. I asked my mother how did her father select my dad, and she said, well, no one in his family had tuberculosis. Yeah, usually here when you ask someone if they're married or not, they reply, yes, I'm married, and people ask, how did you guys meet? In India, we ask, did you meet? I listened to this song recently. It's an old song by Ace Hood, and it's called "I Woke Up in a New Bugatti." And Ace goes, 100,000 I spent on my wrist, 200,000 I spent on your bitch. You pussies can't handle afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. And I was like, yo, Ace, those numbers make no sense. A 4,200 monthly payment at a 6.5% interest rate and a 30-year term loan is $700,000. With the money Ace spent on his wrist and on my bitch, he could have paid half the fucking loan. The moment he drove new Bugatti off the lot, that depreciated by 15%. Another 400K. Which means Ace could have paid off the house had he just bought a used Bugatti. Ace lives in Miami and 700K house in Miami does not come with a garage. So Ace is parking a new Bugatti on the street. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Ace has to wake up 8 in the morning to move his Bugatti from this side of the street to the opposite. So here's my advice to Ace. You don't need to spend $200,000 on my bitch. $20 at Applebee's, she's happy. I recently learned Spanish here, which means I'll get deported twice. And now, I don't have an Indian accent when I speak Spanish, so now I approach women, I go, hola bonita. Vamos a mi casa para unos traguitos. And she thinks she has found a lover, Benito. Next morning I wake up and go, baby, you want some coffee? Baby!
Listen, I love, no homo, but I love like perspective in comedy, and he had such interesting perspective, dude. I love like insights into shit, and I think we all learned something from that. That was tight as hell, dude. I'm gonna give you a 9.
Yeah. Man, I want you and you to do so good, bro. The only brown people in the room. So when you walked up here, I really wanted you to do great. You did great. The overdue takedown of Ace Hood. He's had it too good for too long. Ace Hood has been so happy. He probably woke up in a someone's talking about me finally. No, that was such a funny joke. Usually, like breakdowns of rap lyrics are kind of tired, but that was so funny, and you had like a really good intensity the whole time you were delivering it. I give you a 9 too. It was so fun to watch.
Thank you. You just have a career as saying financial advice. Yeah, obviously good. I really like it. I also give it a 9.
27. He's in the lead, folks. He's in it to win it. You guys ready for your next comedian? All the way. By the way, this isn't rigged. I just know all these people. That's why I know where everyone's from. From the frozen north, make some noise for the Dan Treadway!
Thanks so much, guys. So great to be here. I'll start out really. Have you guys ever gotten on the subway before and someone's blasting super loud music? And then they get mad at me when I try to start grinding with them. Have you guys had that before? It's like, bro, you're the one playing gasolina. Why the fuck? It's just ridiculous. I don't know. This is like a fun open mic. I love a spin on an open mic. I can't get enough. If there was one thing I would change about New York open mics, is that every New York open micer would sign a contract that you can go to as many open mics as you want, but at the end of it, one person has to quit comedy forever. If it's me, thank God. Thank God, I'll just disintegrate into dust. Release me. I love doing different shows around the city. My favorite type of show to be on, though, is definitely, I love doing variety shows with amateur magicians. If you get a chance, check those out, because if you like magic, you'll love bad magic. Bad magic is better than any form of comedy. It really, when the camera is not cadavering, that shit slaps so fucking hard. Also, the hecklers are so much better in magic. In comedy shows, it's a drunk adult saying you suck. In a magic show, it's a 7-year-old saying, I saw how to do this on YouTube. But that's impossible to shout down, because they always have. I do. It is just nice to be in New York. I had a sort of upsetting experience in the open mic scene. There is this, is anyone here Dutch? Good, I'm about to talk shit. There is this Dutch comic who was terrorizing the open mic scene, and he lectured all these like New York comics. He was like, why are all of you telling jokes? Why are you telling, the truth is so much funnier. And mind you, he got banned from open mic for placing his whole mouth over a microphone. So. The good news is he's dead now. But that shit pissed me off so much. Can you imagine being from the Netherlands and coming here and telling New Yorkers how to do comedy? That takes so much balls. That's like me going to the Netherlands and telling them how to ride a bike and be ugly. I would never go over there and say, here's how to have adult acne. No, they're experts. All right, that's all I'll do. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Dude, I have to remind you. All right, that was a very inside comedy. We had real people buy tickets for this.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
We had actual human beings with lives. Make some noise if you filmed your comedy. All right. I love Dan Treadway, dude. I like the Strays against the Dutch.
Yeah,
them and their dykes.
Speaking of people who have it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also know the Dutch guy you're talking about. He sucks.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
all I really needed today. That is good to hear. He sucks. I don't care how I am.
Dude, I love it. It was very like inside comedy, but I love the idea of one person gets killed at the end of the episode. That rules. I think that should be a thing. I'm gonna give you a 7.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I think that would be fun. My friends and I also had an idea for a comedy festival where each city sends their worst comic to them. And we ruined Des Moines, Iowa forever. No, but I thought you were so funny. And I love that the inside baseball stuff played. I think there's lots of comics here, but I hope the regular nice people enjoyed it. I thought you were great. I gave you a 7.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think killing one comedian actually will help comedy in the long run. Anyway, I didn't know Dutch people were ugly, but now I'll take note. I'll see someone, they're Dutch. Anyway, I enjoyed it and I give it an 8.
Alright, with 14 plus 8, he has 22. Not quite enough to make the leaderboard, but look how cute he is, folks. One more time for Dan Treadway. Cutie pie. Alright, your next comedian coming to stage, it's Ito Francis. Sarah, make some noise.
I never understood the whole step counting thing. Alright, I think at least half of the people in the room here count their steps, correct me if I'm wrong. So if you want to count your steps, it's okay. Count your steps privately. But why do we have to share them? You know those people that have to share their amount of steps they're taking? Look at their smartwatch. Ooh, I've taken today 8,900. I don't care about the amount of steps they're taking. Who gives a shit about the amount of steps they're taking? Even if you'll take 50,000 steps, it still won't help your little fat ass. We're so mediocre that we have to share everything today. What's next? Sharing the amount of farts we're farting? Ooh, I farted only 15 farts today. Only 25 farts away from my 40 fart goal. You know what I hate most about being bald? I'll tell you what I hate most about being bald, okay? Is that people always recognize me and give me oh, you know Ito? That bald guy. And if somebody doesn't like me, then he tells them, oh, you know Ito? That bald fuck. I don't want to be the bald fuck. So he said, okay, Ito, get a transplant. But I don't want to get a transplant. I'll tell you why. You know how many years it took me to develop and nurture this low self-esteem I have of myself. I can't come along already with a new set of hair, flinging in the air like a little douchebag. I can't. All right. I'm Jewish, and I'm going to tell a joke about Hitler, okay? Hitler, okay, I found the bright side of Hitler. The bright side of Hitler, and I tell you what it is. The mustache. Thanks to Adolf's aesthetic facial hair choice, we were spared from having to bear millions of hipsters who would go with that mustache. In Bushwick, right? Bushwick, because if it wasn't for him, it would have been called the Chaplin mustache, and that would have been a really cool mustache. So, let's give a small round of applause to Adolf Hitler. Okay, just on the finish line, I'm an Israeli comic, okay? And every time I do stand-up in English, I wander and then ponder, which is a heavier type of wandering, if I may suggest, about whether I should use my wannabe American accent, as you can hear right now, or if I should use my natural Israeli accent. Hello, good evening, how are you? But the problem with the natural Israeli accent is that it doesn't have that sexual and sensual tingling like the Italian accent. Everything you say with the Italian accent either sounds like you want to have amazing food or ferocious sex. It's true. A couple of years ago, I was traveling in India and I had this friend, Francesca, and we met for yoga the next day, and I forgot that Francesca called me and she said, Ito, where are you? A very simple and platonic Ito, where are you? But all my monkey mind could hear was, Ito, where are you? I'm waiting for you in my room. Please come inside and have some spaghetti della futanetta della pepperoncini picante all over my naked body. And the Israeli accent doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like you want to fuck, but rather it sounds like you want to fuck someone over. Thank you guys.
That whole set, I was like, man, this man could be any race.
Yeah, seriously.
From any time period. You could be an Italian man from 1994. That was goofy as hell, dude. I like it. Did you notice that you said Bushwick?
Yeah.
Was that on purpose? That rules. I'm gonna make t-shirts that say that. And I'm gonna give you a 9, kid. Great job. Wiggies, wiggies.
Wow, yeah. It's so funny. So many things to say about that set. You kind of feel like if they did like a Israeli reboot to Seinfeld, you would play George. Just when you thought the show couldn't get more Jewish. They did an Israeli version. I also love...
Why did Trump say that?
I love the show. I always find it interesting, like, what comics get mad about. I've never heard a takedown of the step counter. Like, I love that moved you so much, you were like, I gotta get in my book. That was so funny. I give you a 6, my friend.
Outrage in the ranks. The scores are the scores.
I felt really self-conscious having a step counter on, but anyway, I hate everything too, so I loved it, so I gave you an 8.
All right, dude. Does he have enough to make the leaderboard? 9 plus 8 plus 6. 23. Does he make it? Not quite, but great job, dude. That was incredible. All right, folks, to your next comedian. By the way, we only have 3 more comedians left, folks. Then the audience decides. But right now, make some noise for Caleb! Woo! He didn't write a last name. Caleb, everybody.
How you guys doing? Oh, yeah. You guys ever smoked with your dad before? Yeah, I feel like you learn a lot when you smoke with your parents. I learned that I would charge my dad twice for an eighth. I remember he came to visit me and he was like, hey Caleb, let's go smoke a joint. I was like, bet, put on a shirt, I'll see you outside. I'm outside, I start the joint, he comes out shirtless. I look at him, he looks at me, dead in my face, he's like, Caleb, I wish I was a better father. Blah, 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 blah. Smoke's going out of his mouth as he's saying this. And the whole entire time, I'm high right now, and I'm looking at him like, damn, is that what my nipples are gonna look like? It was a hot summer day, and my dad's nipples were already like, no, come here, son. No, come here. No, I love you so much. No, my dad's nipples look like he took the night shift breastfeeding me and my sister. My dad could be late, but his nipples would be on time. I took time to write about my dad's nipples. That's how big my dad's nipples are. My dad voted for Donald Trump the first time, and I asked him why, and he said because that bitch Hillary is a liar, which is a crazy thing to say for someone who cheated on my mom twice. I don't know. My dad has like 43 guns and 2 swords. He gets mad when I don't introduce him as a samurai. He's so dumb. You guys think that white people would get mad if Jesus came back and he was Dominican? He'd still have the long hair, just be slicked back. You know what I mean? Like if Dominican Jesus came back, people would be in church and the white people would be like, Pastor, does this mean I need to be nicer to Mexicans? There'd be so many born again atheists. No, people would be like, Jesus, can you bless my baby? And he'd be like, Unime, blessed. I don't know too many Dominicans, so I don't know what they would drink, so I gotta skip that part of it. I have a dog, and he has anxiety, and I took him to get some doggy Xanax, and the vet said, your dog doesn't have anxiety, he's just afraid of black people. And what she explained is, with some breeds of dogs, his color blindness is so bad that all he sees are shadows. So according to my dog, he's just been living with a family full of shadow people. And I said, how do I make him feel comfortable around the shadow people? And she said, you can get better light bulbs. And I was like, hold on, bitch, you don't know my wattage. You don't know what I'm working with. So now I walk him in white face. And my neighbors hate it, but my dog seems to like it a lot. I think that's my time.
Yes! Yeah, you got a black anime father?
No, but I wish.
Why does he have all these swords?
Bro, because he used to be in the army, dude. He's a nerd, I guess. I don't know.
He's got 23 swords and doesn't watch anime?
No, he has 43 guns and 2 swords.
Oh shit! All right, I got that. I thought your dad was way cooler for a second. I have so many questions. You do have a GoPro on a keychain.
No, it's my headphones.
Oh, all right. I thought you were live streaming all this.
Gotcha. Imagine me just an undercover hipster cop.
Gotcha.
Boys, bring him in. Strangest POV. Hip POV.
That just catches whoever stares at your penis.
It's called the cock cam.
I thought it was great. You did lose steam, and you did have a couple non-hits. So I got to ding you for that. I'm gonna give you a 6. But very nice job. I like it.
I thought you were very funny. You have a very soothing voice. You could do guided meditation, and I think it would be very relaxing. I gave you a 7. You were funny.
Father's Day is coming up soon, so yeah, that was a great set for it. And your shoes are sick, so I give you a 7 as well.
Thank you.
All right, Caleb, not quite enough to make it to the leaderboard, but a great set. We got 2 more comedians before we get to the finals. Are y'all having fun? All right, coming to the stage. Make some noise for Jonathan Wynn. Oh, wait, but it was spelled different. One was Korean and one was, I think, Chinese. All right, make some noise instead for Mr. Michael, definitely not Chinese, Miller.
Yes. Can you guys not tell me my score at the end? It's just gonna doing the math. I mean, we got 3 now. We got a 27 in here. It's I don't know. I'm gonna bail, but it's okay. Been bombing a lot. It's been not going good. But I don't know why. I want to say this up top here. Figured it's good. I want to say I'm not going to kill everybody in here. I'm not going to kill everybody in here and then myself. I'm not going to kill everybody, no matter what. No matter how bad I do, no matter the fucking score one of these motherfuckers give me at the end, I'm not going to kill everybody and then myself. I like to say that up top sometimes, just to make everybody feel a little more comfortable. As a white guy in America that looks like he might be a little sad sometimes. Lets everybody know, hey, I'm not going to kill everybody in here, and then myself. Especially in a room like this, where it's like, this is pretty good for killing everybody. I almost feel like if somebody will beat me to it if I... Perfect. But no, not gonna kill everybody and then myself. I will kill myself, for sure. I mean, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna kill myself, but not here and not now, and I don't have to kill all you guys first. That would be crazy. I just killed myself. Okay, I'll go the other way. A lot of people say penis size doesn't matter, right? Talked about penis size before. A lot of people say penis size doesn't matter, right? All right, a lot of people have told me penis size doesn't matter over the years. The first one actually was my gym coach in school. He was not molesting me. He was just teaching the whole class about penises for the first time. And one of the first things he had to say about them was is that penis size does not matter. But he did say it with tears in his eyes. He was fine. He had to leave the room. Like, maybe it does matter. I don't know. I've never had sex, so I don't know. I've never had sex. Not in a weird way. In a cool way. You know? Stand-up open mics. You know. Am I done up here? What's the deal? Okay, thank you very much. I'm not going to kill everybody. Appreciate it.
You are secretly like one of my favorite comedians in the city. I remember seeing you in like South Brooklyn back in the day. So these people were scared. I was like, no, this is art. You were like, I honestly love that shit. I wish you would have just kept doing the bit the whole 3 minutes. The fact that you switched to jokes broke my heart. I wanted it to get more and more depraved, but I thought it was a beautiful performance, man. I'm gonna give you an 8.
Yeah, I did not know you. I was terrified, brother. Yeah. Not gonna lie to you, I was very scared. I kept looking at other people that I was like, oh, he's funny, but God, I'm freaking out. I literally looked at the exit and you went, yeah, it's a good room together. Damn, he's a professional. God damn. No, I think you were so funny though. You clearly knew what you were doing, and yeah, you were so funny. I also give you an 8. You were so funny.
I really enjoyed it. I killed people metaphorically. I really liked it. I gave it a 9.
Yeah! All right, so with 25, you have made the leaderboard, kid. All right, and your last contestant before we get to the finals, make some noise for friend of the room, Anam Chowdhury!
Someone left their phone up here. You'll get it later. Damn, I was gonna say I'm the diversity hire, but there was a woman up here. I just didn't recognize her. I'm so sorry. So, anyways, y'all, I've been looking at pigeons lately. Y'all fuck with pigeons? Y'all know what they are, right? Because I go to other states and they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. You ever look at a pigeon and be like, do they know they can fly? Like, why are you as a bird looking both ways before crossing the street? Why, in God's name, did you evolve to use the crosswalk instead of, I don't know, your fucking wings? It's driving me crazy because sometimes they'll be on a ledge looking like, I don't know how the fuck I got here and I don't know how the fuck I'm getting down. Oh man, anyways, y'all fuck with racism? No, dude, racism's bad, boo. I got canceled by my niece for using the hard R. Been calling her Peppa. No, sorry, I fucked that up. Apparently it's Peppa Pig. Been calling her Pepper this whole time, adding extra seasoning. She's not even halal. How did I fuck up my favorite joke? Anyway, what's up, guys? This is New York. This is comedy. Oh yeah. Anyways, I hate racism. No, because I face a lot of it, you know, as a Muslim. I know you can't tell because I look like I would get stoned by them, but I used to look more Muslim visibly when I was in college, and I found out one of my college friends was an undercover cop. Yeah, no, it's crazy because I didn't know. Everybody else knew. I was just having so much fun being honeypotted the whole time. Like, we would exchange recipes, and like she would call me her little cheesecake. So I had no fucking clue. I was just enjoying it the whole ride. And yeah, apparently NYPD had a file on me that said bisexual, and I had no idea I was bi until the pandemic. Because TikTok told me. You know? So most of you found out too, I'm sure. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Trump wants to create a profile on every American citizen. I'm excited about that because I just want to know how I'm perceived. That's all. I just want to know how I'm perceived. No, it's crazy because now I'm traumatized for life because of all that surveillance. Because now I'll be driving up a highway. I'm driving up I-95 and I see this billboard, right? And it's like, weapons of mass destruction, and underneath it was just a fucking cigarette. What the fuck, bro? I had a panic attack because I was driving at 95 miles per hour because that's what I-95 stands for. It's like if you saw a billboard that said concentration camps, and underneath it was an ad for a summer tutoring program for kids with ADHD. Like that, bro. Okay, that's all my time. Thank you.
Chowdhury! Damn.
pig.
Fucked it up.
Yeah, I know. I fucked
I
up
know.
my joke.
That sucks. You did fuck up like a really good joke, but then you won it back and you did it all in 3 minutes, which is not easy to do. And I love the NYPD joke, dude. That rules. They knew you were bisexual before you did.
Yeah, it's a true story.
I always think of the Lil Wayne song. All right, you did drop the ball with one of your jokes. You did win it back. I'm gonna give you a 7.
Take that, Demetrius. I never got a 7 from him.
Oh no! This is a vengeance site. You might kill someone before Mike does. No, I thought it was very funny. The surveillance thing is so funny, and the pigeons. I can't believe I've never thought about that before. I also gave you a 7. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. I don't know, it was good, so I gave it 6.
Okay. You didn't like you quite as much as me and Shaunak. Anam, everybody. All right, folks, we have your top 3 comedians are going to each come up and do 1 minute. Just don't be dicks about it. Just do like around a minute. Okay? All right. And the top score right now is Vinit with 27, Brendan with 25, Miller with also 25. We're going to go in reverse order of score. So first up, doing 1 minute, is Miller. Make some noise.
What did I do here? What did I do? Okay. Yes. A minute. Fuck. Okay. So more penis stuff. A lot of people say they don't like their gynecologists, right? Their male gynecologist. They say I don't really like female urologists either. I think it's weird, you know. Not that the gender doesn't match. It's just weird. It's 2025. You still get to pick one genital to study. You know, we have all these genders. There's still only 2 genitals. You know, like you can learn both. You don't have to be, they have ear, nose, and throat doctors. You can learn penis and vagina. They got surgeons turning them into each other. They know both. You gotta be like, oh, it's not sexual, it's for science. But I choose penis, actually. For 40 years, I choose penis. I think you should have to learn both. I think it would be less creepy. But maybe not. Maybe it would be more creepy. You gotta go see that guy, the genitologist guy. He's I don't care what you got. I like it all, actually. I do penis, vagina, and butt now. I like butt, too. It's my favorite. All right, that's it. Thanks very much.
Stay somewhere, please. Guys, you're next finalist with 25 points. Make some noise for Philadelphia's own Brendan Smith!
So guys, I have a speech impediment. I went to speech therapy for a while, but you could tell it didn't work. But the way I pronounce speech therapy, it's hard though. When you have a lisp, there's only 2 options. You could be gay or be Mike Tyson. You could be gay, you could be Tyson. Either way, you're getting it on the chin. My friends try to comfort me. They're like, Brendan, you just sound like you have an accent. Like a lot of people say I sound like I'm from Boston. And that used to make me feel better until I visited Boston. That's not a compliment. That's just a way of saying everyone in that town sounds disabled. That's not... It's like you're going up to a midget. You're like, you don't look like a midget. You just look like you're from Oompa Land. Like, how is that? The worst part is flirt. It's so hard to flirt when you have a speech impediment. I was trying to talk to this girl I liked once, and when she heard my voice, she said, "Man, you sound like a 4-year-old boy." Yeah, but she still blew me. So what does that say about her?
All right, folks, your finalist of the night with 27 points, and in the lead, make some noise for Vinay!
I learned that guys here rank women based on their attractiveness. They're like, she's 5, she's 7, she's 8. In India, we're very simple. A woman without an opinion is Indian 10. People here react to humor differently. When I tell something funny to my black or Latino friends, they laugh. I tell the funniest joke to my white friend Andrew, and he goes, "That's hilarious, bro." I can't believe you guys are still talking about gender neutrality here. In India, we solved that problem years ago. We don't have any bathrooms. Everyone shits out in the open. Cows, dogs, giraffe, hyenas. We are at a species level. If you can sit, you can shit. In an arranged marriage, I fucking forgot the joke. What was that? Can I look it up? Is it me? Oh yeah, my friend Andrew also makes fun of me because I eat with my hands. And he said, Vineet, that's gross, that's unhygienic. And I was like, Andrew, you keep telling me that you eat your girlfriend's ass. I said,
Alright, I'm learning how small this stage is. Michael. Alright, folks, it's going to be by audience applause. And you guys decide who wins. Who thinks Michael Miller won? Make one. Who thinks Brendan Smith won? Make some noise. And now who thinks Vinny won? Make some noise. I think it's between these two. All right, don't make any noise at all for the guy you don't think won. All right. If you think Michael won, make some noise. If you think Brendan won, make some noise. I think it's Michael. Guys, the winner of the first Comedy Lottery of Bushwick Comedy Club, Michael Miller. Alright, stick around for a picture. Guys, this has been the first Comedy Lottery. We're doing this every Tuesday. Michael will be back to defend his title next week. Thank you so much.